Supreme Court bench slams Prashant Bhushan for often maligning and insulting the judiciary. Now, Justice Gavai made it very clear and in very stringent words that Mr. Prashant Bhushan has no faith in the institution. In fact, Justice Kaul went on to ask him a question on why should the court be hearing him when Mr. Bhushan does not have any faith in the institution. Let's go across to Harish, Nair, our legal editor, who's joining us with more details. Well, we also saw those tweets on social media of Mr. Prashant Bhushan. Sometimes he's extremely critical of the way the courts are functioning, but this time around the issue was raised inside the court and the court came down heavily on Mr. Bhushan.
Yes, sir, that's right. Swati, very scathing observation from a bench of Justice Justice Paul and Justice Ramana and Justice Gavai, who was hearing a slew of petitions filed by Bhushan complaining that migrant workers were not being given wages, not being given ration and no shelter. But at the outset, the bench referred to a recent tweet by Bhushan in which he had said that I have watched the Supreme Court since the emergency. The kind of abject surrender to the government that we are seeing today was not seen during the emergency. Most judges have totally forgotten their oath to protect the Constitution and fundamental rights of people. So the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had drawn the court's attention to this tweet. So when this matter came up, Justice Kaul went on to ask, you don't have faith in the institution, then why should we hear you at all? And they also said that you cast aspersion on us whenever you don't get any relief. And Bhushan then replied that I'm only expressing my anguish as what do I do when government's assertions are believed without any verification. So this is why I am forced to make these comments. Remember, even earlier, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had said that even this tweet had come 2 days after even Supreme Court had refused to pass any order on plea filed by Bhushan and Harsh Mandar's plea for payment of wages to migrant workers. So today Supreme Court has slammed Bhushan for often humiliating and making very defamatory comments against the judiciary whenever any order goes against him, and said that even in future, if you don't have any faith in the judiciary, why should we hear you at all? So very scathing observations from the Supreme Court bench.
Absolutely, scathing observations there of the judges. Thank you very much, Harish, for joining us with those details.